Yeah, man, no problem. Yeah, great idea. Hey, look, I gotta go, man. I'm about ready to film a video. Okay, talk to you later. Bye. Hello, welcome to today's edition of Pegasus Test. On today's edition, we're going to review the IC380, the cell phone firearm. Alright, for comparison, I have put an IC380 right next to my iPhone 8. And what do you know? They are the same size. Well, almost the same size. As you can see, edge on, the IC380 is about double the thickness of an iPhone. But honestly, at close visual ranges, nobody's going to pick up on that. So what exactly is the Ideal Conceal IC380? Exactly what it is a two-shot 380 caliber Derringer. Whip it open, you have a handle, and you can get a pretty good purchase. I mean, look, I got a full hand grip on this thing. Full hand grip. I mean, this is not bad compared to a lot of other small 380s. And you get two shots, and after your two shots, you break it open, it ejects the rounds, and you put two more rounds of 380 in, and you're ready to go again. That's it. That's what it is. The cool thing about it is you can hide it in plain sight. To fold up the grip, you just press these two buttons on the side there and fold it in. And look, it looks like a cell phone. I mean, anything beyond arm's length distance, this looks like a cell phone. So you can basically be having your concealed handgun out in plain sight and people are not going to know it. Here's another size comparison. The IC380 compared to the Ruger LCP2. Now, size-wise, they both take up about the same envelope, but here's where the difference comes in. The LCP2 has 3 times the ammo at 6 rounds versus the IC380's 2 rounds. But what the LCP can't do is give you hide in plain sight capability. I mean, look at the IC380 there. You walked in a restaurant or in a food court in a mall, for example, and saw that sitting on the table, you'd never think it was a firearm. Now, if you had the LCP2 sitting out on the table, yeah, people would be thinking you have a firearm. Now, I'm not advocating that you do this, but you know what? Open carry is lawful, and this is, the IC380 is giving you the ability to open carry while still being concealed. And that's a great advantage, even if the round count you get is pretty low. Now, let's be honest. The statistics out there are that the average gunfight happens in 3 feet in 3 seconds with 3 rounds. Okay, the IC380's got you covered on the 3-foot thing. It's got you covered on the 3-second thing. Okay, it's got 2 rounds. Modern 380 ammo, with all the bullet technology that's come along in the last 30 years, is pretty darn good. So 2 rounds of 380 at that range, that's going to deal with one attacker, no problem. I mean, if you're in a bigger firefight, well, maybe you shouldn't have been there in the first place. I'll admit it's a bit hard to tell, and this video is not doing it justice, but there's actually sights on this pistol. Right here, the barrel latch forms your rear sight, and you have a small front sight up here. Now let's be honest, most small concealable 380 handguns like the Ruger LCP2 don't have much of a front sight or a rear sight either. So at this point, the IC380 is on par with its pocket pistol counterparts. Alright, the first thing you notice about the IC380 is how well it's built. This is a quality built firearm. This is not some cheap knockoff thing. This is something that's built to a very high standard. And you know what? That shows that the people making this Ideal Conceal believe in their product. This is a well-constructed firearm. It's got a very simple manual of arms. You just pull down this part right here and it forms your pistol grip. On top here, you pull this back. That allows you to open the barrels. You put in 2 shells, and when you're done, to eject them, you have a manual ejector right here. So, this thing is incredibly simplistic, incredibly well built out of high quality parts. This gun is not going to fail you. So, at least you know if this is your chosen form of self-protection, that you've got a quality product. Now, let's be honest about what the capabilities of this are. This is a 380 caliber pocket pistol. It comes with all the limitations of every other 380 caliber pocket pistol, which means very short range, poor sights as compared to a regular pistol, and you only have limited capacity on ammunition. Here you have 2 shots. Your average 380 pocket pistol that's magazine fed has about 5 to 6 shots. Do you need more than that? That's a great question. And in either case, if you need more than 5 or 6 shots, or more than 2 shots even, then maybe this shouldn't be your primary. However, the advantage this gives you over any other .380 caliber pocket pistol, be it a Derringer or magazine-fed pistol, is quite simply you can conceal carry in plain sight. Like I said, you fold this up, and you were just walking around with this in your hand, no one would assume that you had anything other than a cell phone. You could even have a fake conversation. No one would know. You could be getting a coffee at a local coffee shop. This could be sitting right there on the table. No one would know what it was, even if they walked up and saw it next to you and go, wow, that's a funny looking cell phone. Maybe people would think it was a battery backup system or something. But they're not going to think, oh wow, that guy's got a firearm laying right there out there on the table. That's not going to happen. Your Ruger LCP2 that I showed earlier in the video, well, that's got to stay in your pocket concealed until you're ready to deploy it. And you basically, when using a gun in your pocket, you have to dedicate your pocket to that firearm. You can't have your keys, your pocket change, or anything else in there, because guaranteed it'll get in the way and mess up your gun and possibly cause a hazardous situation to you yourself. IC380s don't come cheap. Their prices tend to be in the high 500s. And that's because this is a very high quality firearm. But the downside of that is that puts it about double the price of other pocket .380 pistols. That being said though, other pocket .380 pistols don't give you what this gives you, which is the ability, as I've said a few times in the video, to conceal carry and open carry at exactly the same time. The other thing going for this gun, besides its construction, its ability to open and conceal carry simultaneously, is the fact it's a gadget gun. I mean, if you like gadgets, this has James Bond written all over it. I mean, it looks like a cell phone and then, wow, I've got a pistol. How is that not cool? We'd like to thank you for tuning into this edition of Pegasus Test. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and tune in for future episodes on gadget guns.